Hello to our Outfest audience. I'm Christian Barron. My pronouns are he, him, and his. And I'm here with the director and the cast of Los Fuertes, and also known as the Strong Ones, which you hopefully watch in our Outfest Digital Festival program. Now we're going to actually ask our cast and director to introduce themselves. Please go ahead, Omar.
Hi, I'm Omar Zúñiga. I'm the writer and director of The Strong Ones.
Hola, soy Samuel González, actor, uno de los protagonistas de la película Los Fuertes.
Samuel is one of the protagonists of the film Los Fuertes. And then we have.
Hola, mi nombre es Antonio, actor, uno de los protagonistas de la película Los Fuertes.
Awesome. So we're going to start with you, Omar. Like, I've seen that this is actually your first feature film. I did do a little research and I realized that you did a lot of shorts. And actually, is this based on one of the shorts that you did, which won a few awards actually, right? So if you could talk a little bit as a first time, no, you're not a first time filmmaker, but yours your first feature film debut. Why did you choose to do this story?
We did make a short that was inspired around these characters that was called San Cristobal, that traveled a lot. It was actually in Outfest also a few years back. And at the moment we're sort of developing this idea, I was writing this film and I wanted to, at the moment we shot kind of like this exploration of these characters with like no budget whatsoever, like total guerrilla style, just like a few crew members. And then the short did pretty well, which was very surprising to all of us. And I think that allowed us to be able to finance the production of this film and to be able to show the quality of the thing that we wanted to make and to introduce our collective work to a broader spectrum of people, including industry people and audiences alike. So when it was actually part of the same process in a way, like I was already writing this film. And for me, this film, as you said, I made many shorts before, and when wanting to make a feature film, I wanted it to be very meaningful for me or to have an impact in a way. And there were like many guiding principles for me. It was about creating a love story that celebrated their love and their bravery, that first of all had no involvement of guilt, like this idea like that there's no guilt and it's not a story about discovery, or none of them think at any point of the story that what they're doing is wrong. And I know this may sound really evident, but I don't think that that's seen enough in a way. Like it was about two people who know who they are and who know what they want and who like find this sudden love. And I wanted to celebrate this love with no hesitation and with no doubt and with no guilt. And I also wanted to make a film that was very current and political, and it was about them standing up for themselves and finding a place in the world and finding a place in a community and finding whatever it is that they want for themselves, and then sort of being victorious in different ways in their own lives. And I wanted to see that courage and to celebrate that courage. And so I think that those were kind of like the main ideas of when I started writing, and then the project took off, and a few years went by, and it only grew from there. Yeah.
And just to chime into that sort of part of the story, I love the setting. I just love that it's a place that we kind of like.
Yeah.
You know, it's really beautiful. It's really, you feel the world. You feel this is sort of like a very genuine lived-in world. and even like the way they ask for the sopaipillas and things like that, which kind of like brought me a little bit back to my own self, right?
Yeah.
Why do you think this setting itself is important? Because I also see that the translation of the film, of the title, The Strong Ones, and Los
Yeah.
Fuertes, I think Los Fuertes is kind of like that fortress, right? Where
Yeah.
the reenactments of the independence, you know, whatever. So there's a
Yeah.
symbolism between the characters and that, obviously. And maybe you want to explain a little bit about why the setting is so important and what these fortresses represent to you.
Yeah, well, when I first started writing, I always thought that this film would take place in southern Chile. It's an atmosphere that I love, that I feel, I don't know, very connected to, that I would visit a lot and that I know of a lot. And uh, and so I knew it would have like this maritime atmosphere with the fog and the rivers and the water and the forests, and it's all very like specific to a reality that we know, that's eminently ours. And I just felt really close to that environment. And so I wanted to